really looking forward to that. So it's a bit of an introduction video of So welcome back to One Man and His Quad, and yeah, sorry for the lack of content on the YouTube channel at the moment. We've been so busy at the stables. Early September now here, and starting to quieten down, and hence next week I'm off doing a bit of green laning up towards Bristol. In fact, when this video gets published, I will be hopefully coming back off the trip with some good content, which I will share with you hopefully over the coming weeks. So looking forward to that immensely. Just a bit of an introduction video really to what we're going to do, show you the loadout on the quad and any sort of small changes we've been made. The trailer is still in the same condition as it was in the last episode of Project T. We're going to put that on the back burner for a little while at least, until things properly quieten down at the stables, and then we'll get back onto the project for the winter. As I showed you in the last episode, we have a few ideas for it. The design for that is going in at the moment, and just sort of planning how we're going to do it and what materials we're going to use. So that's all going to happen real soon. We've planned a route on View Ranger, and as I say, by the time I've done this video, I will have a better idea of how it's gone, because I will have done it. I will have driven it on the bike, so I can let you know, and I can let you know where to get it, any changes that need to be made, any bits of advice. So I'll be putting notes on there because it's a very, very powerful program indeed. View Ranger offer either a free service or a premium service. I've opted for the premium service because I think it's going to come in useful for what not only I do on the quad bike, but for use at the stables where we plot routes, where we take people out trekking. So I think that's actually a great idea, and by basically doing this on the quad bike, I'm going to come back with a load of sort of feedback in my mind to be able to do this. So obviously what you're looking at on the screen now with some of the routes. I've also plotted the route between home and where my campsite is going to be. Decided to use a campsite called Daggerswood Camping. From what I can see, relatively new. I think new for 2020 by the looks of what is said on their social media and their website. Pretty wild camping, you know, not all this glamping malarkey. So I'm going to be camping there for a couple of nights, basically travelling up there on the Wednesday, spending the day green laning on the first day, and travelling back home on the Friday. And each day is actually around 80 miles, so 240 miles in total in 3 days. So I don't know how I'm going to be feeling quite after this. Hopefully the body's not going to ache too much, but thoroughly looking forward to it. We've done some local green lining with the bike. It's going to be the first sort of test of how it's going to go. So yeah, it's going to be a very interesting experience, I think, and I think we're going to learn a lot about the capabilities of not only the bike but the capabilities of me. We will see. Right, let's go to me now in the future. I think it's either going to be sometime tomorrow or Sunday, and show you what the bike looks like loaded out. And sorry about the dodgy light. We've got a light up there which probably is making this the light in the background on this particular clip. So we're going to go outside now and show you what the bike looks like ready to go on this journey.
When I'm up through the night, I can't turn down the noise, say all the words out of my mind about who I'm supposed to be. I start to believe I can't get it right. Remember the days I let slip away, they were simpler times. Mama told me before you leave, if there's only one thing you remember from me, child, when you're out on your own, a million miles from home, feeling the weight of the world on your shoulders. Child, don't forget who you are, don't lose your head or your heart. I'll bet my life on your stars, you'll be dancing on the moon. I'll bet my life
Quite a nice view, isn't it? Yeah, you'll be probably thinking that there's not a lot of atmospheric noise in the background, and that's because we did record this with sound, but it was so bad in terms of the wind noise that we had. I've had to re-record it. So we're going to have a quick walk around of the bike now and look at what the loadout has done. We aren't actually away at the moment. We're off-road on Exmoor National Park, which is in my own backyard. We're about 10 minutes up the road, and we've just taken the bike out just to have a quick look at it. You can probably hear Erin in the background as well, because I'm in the office at home. So what we're looking at here is the actual loadout itself. As you can see, the toolboxes at the back. We will come back to that in a little while. But if I just move my helmet off here, we can open up the front of the bike and have a look at the colossal storage space that the Polaris Sportsman has. Nice shot of some grass there. As you can see, that's the tarpaulin which we're going to put over the bike to protect it from fuel, because the fuel fillers at petrol stations, they don't seem to cut off on this tank. So basically a tarp with a hole cut over it will go over the paintwork just to protect everything there, because plastic dip doesn't really react well to petrol. In there, you've got bungee cords, you've got the butane canister, you've got the tow rope there on the side, a few cable ties, battery charger there in the top of the shot. So plenty of stuff there. As I say, it's absolutely colossal what you can fit in the front storage there. Some camera bits and just all sorts of stuff. There's the camera bits. I'm just showing you those now. But those are basically things that I'm going to need to get hold of quite quickly. More shots of the tow rope there. There is also a tree saver somewhere in there as well. Fender flares and the snorkel that we installed a few episodes ago now on One Man and His Quad. As we move to the back of the bike, the yellow bag there, that's the sleeping mat. You've got the 2 green jerry cans either side of the toolbox. On top of the toolbox is the gas stove, and the black bag on the other side is the tent itself. You've also got the waffle boards underneath there, and they were basically bought just in case I get in trouble. I'm going on this journey on my own. It's always recommended you take someone with you. I haven't got a buddy to go with, so that's what the waffle boards are for. The blue bag there's got clothing in. The camouflage bag at the moment has got a spare jacket in, but I don't think I'm going to need that. So that will have the sleeping bag in when I actually go and purchase it, which is going to be needing to be done in the next few days, because I'm off in literally 3 days' time and got no sleeping bag. Black bag's got toiletries. We've got tent poles and tent pegs, etc. in there as well, all tied down with a mixture of bungee cords and the brilliant rock straps. Now, rock straps are designed actually for motorbikes, so they actually do the job that they're designed for. They come in 3 different sizes and dead easy to use as well. Slightly safer than bungee cords. Got a nice shot of the floor there, and also the waffle boards and the reflectors. I think I'm going to have to move those bags forward, you know. What's the point of having reflectors on? Just to make things nice and legal if you can't actually see them. But that's just the general view of the loadout, as you can see. Everything's pretty secure. As I say, I've only taken it 10 minutes up the road, just to check for any slippages. It's a great idea. Once you've loaded your bike out once and you get an idea of how things are tied down and whatever, it's going to be easier. But seeing this is the first time I've done this sort of thing, it's always worth doing. That is it from this episode of One Man and His Quad. We're going to leave you with a little bit of footage from the helmet cam that you can see there. But remember, like us and follow us on Facebook and Instagram. And let's leave you with a bit of footage and this great view.